Right, hello. I just wanted to make a quick little piece on the Sean Strickland versus Nastina Imavov prediction. I'm taking Imavov, and this is a weird one, obviously. Sean isn't the person who we are meant to see come up against Imavov. They had to grab someone because Kelvin has a taste for getting injured and depriving us of having fun fights. So I'll tell you why I'm taking Imavov. If it was a regular fight, what I mean by that, if it was a regular scheduled event where both fighters had, 8 to 10 weeks to prepare, I'd take Sean Strickland. I think he matches up pretty well against Nasruddin Imavov. I think Strickland's pace and his ability to, and I know it's a simple thing, but his ability to constantly work that jab and keep Imavov on the feet, dealing with pressure, would sort of prevent Imavov from implementing any sort of game plan he wanted to have on the feet. In addition to that, Imavov's grappling I don't think would have worked. I think Imavov is a good grappler, but I don't think he would have been able to get down Sean Strickland. If there's one thing that Sean Strickland is really good at, we saw that in the Hermansson fight. We've seen that a bit earlier on in his career as well. He was getting submissions at welterweight, I want to say. He's got amazing counter grappling, and so Imavov wouldn't have been able to implement that against Strickland at all. And despite what everyone says about his style on the feet, me included, it is a bit boring, and it is a bit pitter patter. It does clearly work, and I know it's middleweight, so everyone's shit, but no one's really been able to, outside of Bahia, no one's really been able to have an answer for it. So it's a basic shit pitter patter boxing style, but it works, and it's just going to keep. It's more to do with the pressure than anything. If he was to have that style of fighting, but without applying that constant 7, 8 out of 10 pressure that he applies, that sort of pace, it obviously wouldn't work very well. But I think just because he's going to constantly be putting that pressure on Imavov, because is Imavov going to be able to implement his game plan on the feet? No, because of the pressure and his Sean's just constantly going to be in his face and prevent him from getting a chance to set anything up that he wants to set up. He wouldn't be able to get anything done on the ground because, like I said, the counter grappling. Now, all that is reasons why you should pick Strickland, but there's just one big factor that I'm a little bit worried about, which is why I'm picking Nasty Namavov. He relies on pace. Strickland relies on pace and pressure and being in 5 round shape. He really benefits from that sort of. I think his cardio isn't his best weapon because he doesn't fight at an insane pace, but he fights at a pace heavy enough to keep you worried and constantly keep you backing up and on your toes. He's a pressure fighter in that sort of way. And I'm just thinking, he's not he's clearly not the most dedicated and disciplined of athletes outside of camp. I think he came into he came into fight week this week. Was it 220 pounds? Sorry, 215. He came in at 215. He's and I know middleweights always blow up a little bit anyway because they're undisciplined. But he hasn't been training in the 4 weeks he's had since that Cannonier fight, and also it was like I was coming at 215. That weight advantage doesn't mean enough. Doesn't mean a lot really. It's not like he's not one of the big guys of the division. You get what I mean? He's not coming in heavy, and that's going to give him an advantage because it's not muscle. Like a guy if Costa's not allowed to cut weight, it's a lot more of a problem than if Sean Strickland's not allowed to cut weight. Like if Dricus du Plessis is able to fight without a weight cut, he's going to do a lot better. The weight cut doesn't, Sean doesn't really benefit from being heavier in this instance because it's not good weight. It's not really important. Oh, okay. It might be like, well, what's it like, £10 behind the punches? Yeah, but so what? You know what I mean? It's not, he's not a fucking specimen of that division anyway. So it's just not the best. I get why he's taken the fight, but I can't see him training over Christmas and over New Year's, and he definitely wasn't. And he admits that he hasn't been. He's been in the gym for about a few days, and now he's going to go take on rank. I want to say 12, Nasruddin IMAVOV. And yeah, it's just not looking. It's just there isn't really much to say other than that. If this matchup happens and Sean's in shape, then I've got him winning. But I just can't see him being in tip-top shape, and he does need that so that he can apply that pressure, because his pressure is how he prevents other people from getting their game plans to work on him. So yeah, I'm taking IMAVOV. I don't want to. I like Strickland. I thought he beat Cannonier, and I also think that press conferences benefit massively from having him there, because he actually possesses some form of personality and has a little bit of, testosterone to him when he's on a mic and stuff like that. But, unfortunately, I just can't see it happening. He's going to be on a 3-fight losing streak, which sucks. But yeah, I've got IMAVOV, and I'm happy to be wrong. And like I said, if Sean shows up and and that first round starts and he looks good, and okay, and then we're getting onto that third and fourth round, he still looks good and he's still putting on pressure, then he can easily win. But it's just a fitness issue that I'm worried about. So yeah. So for that, I've got IMAVOV winning a decision. I hope I'm wrong. It's not really based off of what IMAVOV can do. It's based off of everything that Sean now can't do because he hasn't had the time to prepare. Because IMAVOV isn't going to implement something terrifying, some insane high pace striking or some fucking terrible power or some insane grappling pace with like a heavy submission threat. He doesn't have any of that, and he wouldn't be able to achieve anything if Sean's able to put a pace on him. And Sean just isn't going to be able to do that, I don't think, because of the lack of training, as this is a short notice fight. So that's my 2 cents on the issue. I hope I'm wrong. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.